I'm Kim Jacobs, the Balance Doctor. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of The Kim Jacobs Show. Be sure to subscribe to The Kim Jacobs Show right on YouTube. Turn on your notification bell to all so you never miss a beat. And guess what? Every time you watch, you're going to receive a real relevant and relatable guest that's going to share with you a piece of the puzzle on this journey called life that will help you be able to manage just a little bit smoother. At the end of the day, the Kim Jacobs Show goal is to be able to provide balance to the world, one household at a time.
Kim Jacobs Show. You're watching Kim Jacobs Show.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Kim Jacobs Show. How are you all today? Hey, panelists, experts, how are you all?
Great.
Doing great.
Oh, I can see some sunshine over there already, and that brightness over there in that bubble. I know we got some health and wellness going on down there with the reset coach Tracy, and I see a lot of love coming over there. So I think we're wearing the love hat today with our expert Vicki L. Evans. I'm so excited to have you all here today. I see you backstage too, Carrie Ann, helping adolescents speak out, as I'm sure what she's going to be talking about, as well as single parent obstacles. Glad to have you. I can see that you're on the go over there, Carrie Ann, but very, very glad to have you today. How are you?
Yes.
How's everybody today?
We're great.
Awesome.
Doing great.
Awesome. So everyone, listen, go ahead and grab your virtual seats on today. We're going to have an action-packed show for you. Lots of things happening, not just through what the panelists are going to be speaking about, but even in the world, in the communities, there's so much going on. We obviously know, and I do want to pay tribute today as well to let you all know that General Colin Powell, who passed away, and any of the panelists, you can unmute yourself and chime in. These are just topics that we're going to be talking about throughout the broadcast. But I was really saddened to hear that he passed. And everybody, no matter what your political affiliation is, had complete mad respect and love and adoration for General Colin Powell. So I'm finding out that according to some of the news outlets that his homegoing celebration of life is going to be on November 5th. And I just want to say, General Colin Powell, you served this country well, and I'm praying that you have a wonderful eternity because you've done some wonderful work on this side of earth. So anybody else have any comments, feel free.
Yeah, I just want to say, he was a man of integrity, something that you can just appreciate. He was a man of integrity through and through. He remembered his own culture, but also appreciated and loved all people. And he represented that in this country. So I just, just mad respect, like you said, mad respect for him.
Yeah, I really do.
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to start off that way. And any of you all in the virtual studio audience that want to pay any kind of tribute or comments to General Colin Powell in remembrance of him, feel free to pop your comments in and we'll pull them up throughout today's broadcast. I see some of you that's coming in. I see you and Athena typing and saying good morning. Good morning to you, Queen. Good morning. Can't wait to hear today's show. You right, Andrea. Go ahead and tag about 10 people or so. Invite them into the studio. Don't let them miss the opportunity to hear this great episode as well. Praying for his family, yes. Praying for his family, praying for our country. Because when we lose great leaders like that, no matter how you slice it, it hurts. I know in life we're all going to pass away. But when the time comes, I know personally I've had some very close people to me in my life that have recently passed away, some due to COVID complications. Others had nothing to do with COVID. But yes, it's just a lot of death that's been happening.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm talking about like over the last 2 weeks, I've personally can name 2 very great people and that I've loved for so long in my life, a church mother and a church deacon that passed away, and they passed away within a week of each other, husband and wife. And so I just want to pay tributes and words of comfort to the Saunders family. We call them Deacon Amos and Mother Betty Saunders. And I just want to pay tribute to their families today, as well as a niece of mine We call her Jasmine, and she's only 32 years old. She's transitioned home. And I just want to say to the entire Jacobs family that we're praying for each and every one of you, to Elder Rusty and his family. We're praying for each and every one of you during these times. And I'm sure each of us on the panel here could name some people that have passed away recently. Any of you that are watching, that have had loved ones pass away, and even if we didn't know the people, period, just let's pray for our country and pray for everybody that is dealing with transition in their lives. And go ahead, Vicki.
Kim, I also wanted to just kind of pay tribute, and just a very sad thing I learned this morning. A young lady, her name is Helena Hutchins. She's a cinematographer. She was actually on set of one of Alex Baldwin's movie. They were doing a Western, and
I'm gonna go to that.
Accidentally shot a prop gun and killed her.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull that up right now. I have that here. Can you imagine? Can you all? It just like literally, if you're in the studio audience, think about this. This is like bizarre. Alec Baldwin, we all love him. He's a well-known celebrity actor. You know, goodness well, this man is out of his mind probably right now, and even dealing with the fact that a prop gun was killed somebody on set. It says here, producer and actor Alec Baldwin fired a prop gun Thursday that killed one crew member.
Jesus.
Yeah, the whole story is here, but you'll go ahead and listen to it yourself later. But I'm just going to read some of it. Fired a prop gun Thursday that killed one crew member and injured another on set, and of the movie Rust in New Mexico, Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office said the film's director of photography, Helena Hutchins, Helena, is that her name? Helena,
yeah.
Helena Hutchins, 42 years old, was killed. Director Joel Souza, I'm sure I'm saying the names wrong, but the point is I want to make sure we acknowledge this. 48 years old, was injured when Baldwin, 63, discharged the stage firearm, the sheriff's office said in a statement Thursday evening. And then another actress Souza was taken to the hospital and receiving emergency care. It was an accident, is what they said. There was an accident today on the New Mexico set of Rust involving the misfire of a prop gun with blanks, a spokesperson for Baldwin said in a statement. Production has been halted for the time being, and the safety of our cast and crew remains our top priority.
Yeah,
thank you.
That was the young lady. Yeah, that was the young lady. And I don't know if you remember, but a few years ago, the same thing happened to Brandon Lee, the son of Bruce Lee, on the set of The Crow. Prop gun, same thing. So they're gonna have to come up with a solution with that.
Yeah, the prop guns don't sound like they're the answer. And how is it a prop? I'm trying to wrap my head around how is it a prop gun that can actually fire and kill someone? Then that means it's some kind of ammunition in there, right?
Yeah. Well, they said blanks there. I guess the speed of it.
I'm trying to.
I don't understand. So I was trying to get a handle on that. I literally heavily researched it before I came on today, and I cannot process how a prop gun full of blanks could
kill somebody,
misfire and kill somebody and injure other people. And I don't really see the full explanation of it yet. But if anybody else has seen it, then tell me, because I don't know it yet. The bottom line is somebody's passed. Helena is dead. And that's and Alec Baldwin definitely didn't try to go and come to work that day with the intention of somebody's gonna get killed today. So this is like damaging so many people's lives, all because of something that should be just fake. Shouldn't it be a fake? Do you all think it should be a fake prop for real?
Yeah.
Why
they're
not
going to come up with a solution? Because I mean, it's happened more than once. So they're going to have to find a way to make that gun fire without having actual blanks in there.
I agree. Well, anyway, please feel free to chime in as well. Good morning. I see you over here. If you have any comments in the studio audience, Sabrina.
Good morning. Good morning, Sabrina.
Aw.
Stacy said, sorry for your loss as well. We all have been losing many of our elders and our church family and friends. Stacy,
Yes.
praying for you all, your church, and the families that are bereaved as well.
Yeah.
Legacy life. Yes, yes, legacy life. Praying for his family. Such a great man.
Yes.
Good morning. Can't wait to hear today's show. And I see you. Okay. All right. So, as we kick off today's show, I just wanted to start off with some of that because that's some like latent breaking news. And I'm praying for Alec Baldwin. I know that's traumatizing to him. And I'm praying for the everybody that's involved in that whole tragic situation. Okay, so as we start, we're gonna get started today. We need some sunshine, so we're gonna bring some sunshine in, and right after this commercial break, we're going to hear from Athena Robertson, our sunshine expert. But I do want to say, since I just talked about death and tragedy and people passing away, that our episode sponsor today is Lamb Funeral Home. And Lamb Funeral Home is located in the Concord, North Carolina area. But when I say that, sometimes people don't realize they are certified in all 50 states. So if you have a loved one that you need to get buried, or you need to find out what to expect, how to do some funeral pre-planning, reach out to Lamb Funeral Home. They have a very caring atmosphere and their family wants to serve yours. They have over 28 years of experience. 704-782-3011. And most importantly, I think it's a really big deal that the owner, Terry Lamb, is a veteran. And when I say he knows all the ins and outs of veteran benefits to adult children of veterans, to spouses of veterans, give them a call. You don't want to miss that opportunity to connect with them. 704-782-3011. And that's Lamb Funeral Home. All right. So talk to us, Athena,
Ooh.
about some sunshine and joy. We need this in our lives.
Yes. Oh man. First, good morning to everybody, to each and every panelist, those that are out there watching. It's an honor to be here. Thank you, Kim, for having me. In the midst of what's going on. I'm just a firm believer that God is in control, that He handles all things, and definitely going to be praying for all of those that have loved ones that have lost their lives, and praying for the families during their time of bereavement as well. In the sunshine, what I want to talk about is what can you gain when you stepping into the new? When you stepping into the new, what do you look to gain? Of course, as we step into the new, we know that it's uncomfortable. So it's okay to be uncomfortable in a comfortable state because you're stepping into the new. So, and many times we don't know what to expect. So, my thing I would say, and what I've learned when I'm stepping into the new of any situation is I do my best to stay calm. I do my best to stay focused, and I take time to breathe. Sometimes we just have to stop and take a pause moment and breathe so that you can see more clearer, you have more clarity, and you can focus. If you have a common goal or a common dream or a common vision, that you're focusing on, that'll help you focus better so you know the next steps to take. And in that, you want to trust the process. You just want to trust the process. You want to trust the planning. You want to trust the outcome as you continue to move forward, um, and believe it. You
But
believe it.
before you go on, because I know you're sharing some points here, but as you're saying these things, it's some profound things that you're saying that I think could help people even more, because we have experts here, but you all have walked this thing out, right? So
Yeah.
it's not like you're just saying this stuff and it's just some book knowledge. What I would like for you to do, Athena, is tell people how you have trusted the process on some aspect of your journey too, and how it was actually
Yeah.
applied, so that way they can know
Cool.
what you're talking about.
Right. Okay. So let's go into it.
You like, I ain't know you're gonna
Um,
start interviewing me, Kim, but it's a good thing only because I know
it's all right.
you
Um,
graduated with CP. Anyway, I don't want to tell your story. You're an expert. Share your own stuff.
so some of the what I would say is, upon me working at a college institution, um, and working in the educational field, I was helping assisting and ministering to a lot of students down at CPCC where I work at. And in the midst of that, I have always had the desire to go back to school to finish education. Of course, working full time, being a mom, a full
Yep.
time mom, on top of going to school, I would always say, yeah, I'm gonna get to it. And just as clear as day, you guys, I heard God say, what are you gonna do about you going back to school? You
Right.
doing what I asked you to do. You're being obedient with the students, and on top of doing my job, it just came so as clear. Like I still remember it to this day, and I was like, Lord, I know, I'm gonna get back in school, and I did. I got back in school, and so that to me, that was new, and what was and I was comfortable working, being a mom, doing the daily life,
Right. Our daily
being,
routines.
as we as a woman, for me, I'm speaking for Athena, and wanting to soar so high and gain so much more. What was I going to gain? I gained degrees. I gained,
Yeah, you gained that degree.
yeah, I gained, I gained new job opportunities. Um, I gained, making and building new relationships that will help me step into the next journey of my path, whether that was expanding my notary business, and gaining new clientele. So I was trusting, I planned, and I was believing the process, and that I could conquer all things through Christ who strengthened me. And God is so faithful, and he did, and I did, we did it together. And so I'm still growing. From there, I gained two associate degrees at Central Piedmont Community College. Then I took time and trusting the process again, and stepping out on faith a little bit more, and I
Yes.
earned my bachelor's degree this year, May of 2021. um
Woo-hoo!
so yeah, so I was super excited. That gave me more management and leadership skills, to put with my soft skills. So that helped in the career realm, and now it's going to help in the business realm, of being a business owner. And I recently took the signing agent, loan processing exam to expand my notary business. So I'm just continuing to see the blessings and the manifestation as I just stay faithful. I continue to walk the journey out, and no matter how hard it looks. And I want to say, I looked on, to God be the glory. I was asking Miss Vicky about auditions for the play. And I have not auditioned a time in my life. And I just thank God for the opportunity. I thank God that Miss Vicky was open. And even, and why I say that is because when you think, oh well, that's not for me because I don't have no practice in that. That's
Mhm.
not true.
That's what I said
The devil,
last year.
the devil is a lie. That's not true. That's not true. Don't let doubts come in. Don't let negativity steep in. I had to rebuke that thing right then and there and say, oh, I can sign up for this audition. I can put if I had the time and availability, I could put the time in the resume in to do that audition. And it's up for Miss Vicky to see all my sassiness, if I had what it take to be on the stage play. And so what I tell anybody out there
I
is
think
just,
you have plenty of sassiness. I think we can see that with all your hair slung to one side,
oh,
with
oh,
your
oh,
head
oh.
leaning over. We can see the drama that can occur,
Yes.
right?
So just continue to stay faithful in your journey. Continue to stay true to yourself. We have to believe in ourselves before somebody else will believe in you. We could be our toughest critics at times, and sometimes that's great, but also always be acceptable to accept a positive criticism outside of your criticism, because I believe that will help you grow. I have so many mentors. I thank God for my sister Kim, my sister Miss Vicky, Miss Tracy. Me and Miss Tracy had a good old sister power talk on the walk of Gabe's Heart Foundation walk, and she walked the track with me, and she poured in just that amount of time. It didn't take us a whole week. I didn't have to be with her. I don't have to be with her every day. Just that one day, she empowered me health wise for me and my children. Just her. We walking around, and she's saying, you eat, you exercise, you rest. Those little words mean something. We can say it all day long. I can say I'm gonna be healthy, but to hear somebody else say that and then to receive it, so it was her pouring her love into me. So I truly thank the reset coach for that. My sister Carrie Ann, she brought me out of my comfort zone of when I did a book tour with her, and sharing some of my obstacles as a parent, and how did I grow from, going down a rocky road with my oldest son. I feel like it's a constant battle, me fighting daily with society, that he was trying to grab things from society. And I feel like I was kind of losing my son to society. And for not 1 second, I did not leave the battlefield. I want you come hell or hot water, I was on the battlefield praying, and I'm going to keep my baby in the name of Jesus. God got my
Yes.
son, and he got both of my kids, all my children. And I thank God for that. And just being obedient and staying faithful and staying prayed up. And, better days are ahead for my oldest son, Elijah. Better days are ahead. Both of my children will be successful. They will graduate from high
Yes.
school and
Claim it
be
in the name
great
of Jesus. I
great
claim
young black
things.
men out here in this world, all the gifts and talents that God has created them for. So yeah, trust the process, believe it, live it, plan it, and enjoy it. That's all for your sunshine expert for today. Thank you.
That's some good stuff, Sunshine Expert. Listen, all of these tips that our Sunshine Expert share with us today, you can find them right in the comment section. And we are bringing balance to the world right here on the Kim Jacobs Show, one household at a time, by providing wonderful experts like this today: Carrie Ann
Yes.
Hilliard, Tracy Randolph, Vicki L. Evans, and Athena Robertson. So glad that you shared that and share some of your personal experience. I was up there going like this to my screen because I thought the thing that's over on your right shoulder was on my screen. So I was like, what is that on my screen? And I realized it's actually in your image. when I So I had no idea that was happening. I was like, what's happening to me? I can't get it off the screen. Okay. So anyway, listen, everybody, we're talking today with some of our experts and also just blending in some of the topics that's happening throughout the community. I want to make sure that we get a chance to hear from Vicki L. Evans when we come back from this commercial break. I can see that she's wearing a special hat over there, which I'm assuming is love in some regard. Love. Woo! Everybody put a heart in the comment section because we're experiencing some love from our expert of many hats. We call her the expert. We don't know what hat she's going to wear that day when she comes on Freestyle Friday, because she is an author, she's an entrepreneur, she's a playwright, she does all of these things. And so we're like, what hat are you going to come on and talk to us about today? Domestic violence advocate, blah, 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 some good stuff. So we're going to hear from Vicki Evans right after this commercial break, and she's going to tell us what hat she's wearing. Is that fair? All right. All right.
Yes.
As we prepare to go to our commercial, I do want to take a moment to let you guys know, because many times when I talk about Attorney Kenneth D. Snow's office, I tell you about the victories pertaining to the murder convictions and things that were overturned with people that were wrongfully accused. But I don't tell you this. If you're dealing with personal injury, just a basic personal injury, how many of us have people that we know that have experienced some type of personal injury within the last month? I know I have, so I could easily refer people to Attorney Kenneth D. Snow, the Snow Legal Group. If you call them, they'll give you a free consultation. Let them know that the Kim Jacobs Show sent you their way. Their phone number is 704-358-0026. And you can also email them and say, hey, I was referred by the Kim Jacobs Show. Can you answer a quick question? info@snowlegal.com. Personal injury lawyer, in addition to the other many hats that they wear. But talk to them if you have a personal injury claim and would like to learn how they can serve you. So let's learn more about them. We're going to come right back with Vicki L. Evans right after this commercial break.
I'm Attorney Kenneth D. Snow, and at the Snow Legal Group, justice is our job.
For more than 20 years, Attorney Snow has been fighting for justice and winning cases in the Carolinas by providing aggressive representation in criminal defense, domestic violence, family law, serious injury, and wrongful death. If you've been injured or lost a loved one in an accident, including tractor trailer or rideshare, you need the Snow Legal Group by your side, fighting for justice and fighting for you. Visit snowlegal.com. Call 704-358-0026 for a free virtual consultation. Located at 6827 Fairview Road, Suite D in South Park.
All right. And again, that's the Snow Legal Group. make sure that you reach out to them and let them know that we have sent you their way. I'll put their information back up one more time. 704-358-0026. 704-358-0026. Okay, Vicki L. Evans.
Hey,
Tell us about the
everybody.
love that's on your shirt.
Everybody, I'm just so glad to be here today.
Yes.
Thank you for that sunshine, Athena. I needed that today, so thank you so much. And I want to just give love to the entire panel today and the studio audience, just sending love. So you want to know what hat I'm wearing today? I'm still got my domestic violence advocate hat on today.
Okay.
Yes. But I want to tie it into why I have this shirt on. So for the last few weeks, we have been talking about relationships, what makes a good relationships. We've been talking about dating. We've been talking about all those things. Now, hopefully we all can agree that the foundation of any good relationship is this word right here, love.
Yes, we can
all agree. Love, right? There's no disagreement with that.
That's
Ken's
correct.
not on here today, so I can talk freely.
Ken, let me tag Ken, because Ken will be like, wait, what?
But I'm sure Ken will agree too that the foundation of any great relationship is love. So the other day I was listening to this song on the radio by this group that I kind of like a little bit. They're the modern day Earth, Wind, and Fire to me. That's called Mint Condition. And the song was called Someone to Love.
Yes.
Someone to love. We all need someone to love, and we all want someone to love us, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought about that. And I also thought about another question that was asked in the form of a song. Tina Turner asked us, what's love got to do with it?
Right.
What's love got to do with? And I want to respond to that and say everything.
I think love has everything to do with it too.
Everything. Absolutely. Because we all seek that in some form or fashion.
Right.
Now, I want to give you my definition of love. I define love as a healthy exchange of affection, equally balanced. That's your word, Kim. Equally balanced amongst both parties. So what I mean by that is there is some kind of transaction going on. Somebody loving the other one, and the love is usually, and it should be, reciprocated. Don't you think?
I would think so.
Right?
Yeah.
And that creates a balance in our relationship, right? And love, what it is not equally yoked. Love is not unequally yoked. That means that one partner should not, I want to emphasize this, manipulate and control the other. That's is the definition of domestic violence or abuse.
I agree.
Is the manipulation and control of a intimate partner. Okay. And let's keep that clear. It's between intimate partners, because I heard something the other day and it was talking about, anger is one of the root causes of domestic violence, but it's controlled anger. It's not, because most of the time those abusers are not out there beating up on everybody, right? But it's that one person, their intimate partner, that they display that anger against. So I want to emphasize that, okay? The Bible even states, I want to bring that. Husbands, it says, love your wives. Isn't that what it says? Love, that's that word right there. Love your wives. And then it puts another stipulation on it. As Christ,
as he loves
the church. So there is a flow of love. There's a circle of love. Christ loved the church, and then the husband loves the wife, and the wife loves. It's just a big old bundle of love.
I have a question. a question, because now I hear, especially being in the church in my whole life here too, people, sometimes I've heard men say, especially when we've been counseling people in relationships, and I've heard some men say, but Christ also chastised the church, and he also beat the church. I've heard this out of
my God.
I've heard this
Okay.
physically out of people's mouths. This is not something I'm talking about that I'm
Really?
saying hearsay. I personally, Cassandra, I know you're not gonna be pulled in today, but haven't you heard that just by in the backstage? Right? Anybody else?
So that scripture does says God chastised those he
He
loves,
loves, right?
but he does it in a way that it doesn't cause damage or harm.
Right. I agree.
It doesn't cause damage or harm. And so, he says, I know the plans I have for you, and they're not to harm you. They
Right.
are not.
They're good and not evil.
Right. So we got to keep it in the right perspective. Now, I'm going to tell you something, and I'm glad you brought that up. So I know how it is to be chastised by the Lord. Like, for instance, and I know people may laugh at this example, but it's true. I said, I'm not, because I'm a cowboy fan and I buy all this gear, right? So I said the other day, I'm not going to buy any more cowboy gear. I'm just not. I bought enough. I'm done with that. And so the other day I was on Facebook and this gear came up. I said, "Ooh, I want that." Now I'm going to tell you that I heard distinctly that the Holy Spirit told me not to. He said, "You said you wasn't going to buy any more gear." But I bought the gear anyway. I did it. So my chastisement was that PayPal pulled the money out of the wrong account. And so my account was overdrawn, right? Right. You see? Out of the wrong account. I had the money in the other account now, but not in that one. And so my chastisement was, okay, insufficient fund in that account over there, because that's the chastisement. So I'm glad you brought that up, because I had did something that I had no business doing, right? And so I went against my word. So thank you for that point, Kim. That is true. And so it was not to harm me. That was not to harm me. It was to remind me that I need to be a woman of my word.
That's good what you're saying right there. That's good.
I said I wasn't gonna buy anymore, and then I went and did it. So that was
against your own word.
Right, that's a lie. I said it wasn't, so I lied. So now I got chastised for lying.
So just lie to ourselves. This is important. This is important. I want y'all to walk away with that point. Let's not lie to ourselves. Right. We say we're going to do one thing, and then we turn around and be like, not this one time. I'm just going to do something a little bit different. That's called lying to ourselves, which is still technically lying. Good point. Go ahead, Vicki.
And so I was saying that God, he loved the church so much. He loved us so much that he gave his life for us.
Yes.
So, and so I take that back to a domestic violence relationship. You should love me so much that you're willing to put your own life on the line, not mine. My life should not be on the line. Okay.
Yeah. If you want to hurt somebody, I'm not going to tell people. No, I'm not going to say that.
Don't even hurt yourself.
Don't even hurt yourself.
Let's not hurt yourself. Love, and so I defined abuse, because people say, well, if he did it one time. Abuse is constantly. If you're constantly showing me unhealthy love practices, that's abuse. If you're constantly calling me out of my name, that's abuse. If you're constantly and physically attacking me, that's abuse. So let's be clear about that, okay?
That's good. I have a question. Anybody else have questions? Ask your questions. But now if somebody is like putting you in your place, or telling you, well, you deserve this because I know you acting like you confused, you acting dumb, you acting like whatever. I'm just making up stuff. It's not a specific example that I have, but people that are in relationships, I can physically see with my own eyes situations where the other person is being belittled, even though it's not the appearance of belittlement, but it still is happening. And it's like, don't talk to me like that, because that is, to me, a form of abuse. Yeah. But is it really a form of abuse for people to have differing opinions when they're in the public that looks like one is taking authority over the other? Or is that just a disagreement? I don't know. I'm asking.
Well, okay, so here's the thing here. You said it. If it's the attempt to harm, belittle, put down, that's abuse. Correction. Okay, let's say I said something or did something wrong, and you don't want it to go on record because you know that it was incorrect information, and you say, honey, there's a way to do everything. That's
Yes.
incorrect. It actually says such and such and such and such. You think I'm going to be, I'm not going to be mad about that, because you in love. See, that's the word right here. Everything you do is in love. It's not to belittle me. It's not to put me down. It's not to make me feel small. It's not to humiliate me. All of those words right there are unhealthy. So
Good,
love
good.
is
Okay.
a healthy balance. Can we
Okay.
say that? You say put you in your place. What place is that? I'm just kind of saying, in what place is that? If you mean correction, correction is good. I need correction. If I'm wrong, I want you to be the first person to tell me that I'm wrong. My spouse, I want to know that I'm wrong, because I do not want to walk in error. But there is a time, a place, and a way to do anything.
I love it. I love it. Great, great feedback. Okay. Any other points you have?
Yeah, and okay, so since we went, I'm not gonna give you all of this, but Bob Marley says, I want to love you. I just want to go with these songs today. I want to love you and treat you right, right? That's the purpose
Yes.
of any relationship. I want to love you and treat you right. And
Right.
so therefore, and this is the last week, let me just say this, October was Domestic Violence Observance Month. This is the last. And so I just want to be clear about what we're trying to say. Even as an advocate, I want to say to you, it's all about love. And I want to say to you also, if you love your neighbor, we are our sisters and brothers keepers. Don't keep silent. If you know that your sister is being abused, if you see her putting makeup on her face every week to cover that black eye, please don't ignore that. Come on. You see it. You are your sister's keep. Brothers, I'm talking to the brothers. If you know that that man is there and he's abusing that woman, we need brothers to step up. You are your brother's keeper. Step up. Have a talk with him. If you can't have a talk with him, give him some resources where he can get help. There are batterer prevention programs out there, as well as programs for victims. So I just want to say that. One last thing. So, and one last just example. I was in Germany, and in the middle of the night, my ex-husband was in the military. We heard this blood curdling scream from one of our neighbors, and we ran out the door. When we got at her doorstep, there were 6 other neighbors right there. So this is what I'm saying to you. It was 6 of other neighbors in there going to help them. So we cannot, soon as we got there, it was others standing at the doorstep knocking. We cannot ignore. We cannot do that. Listen, silence can be detrimental in a situation like that. And I would never want that on my conscience. So people say, well, what if they don't want help? Well, I tell you what, a try is better than a fail. At least I know that I tried. A try is better than a fail. I don't want to wake up tomorrow morning saying I ignored that and then find out that tragedy struck. At least if I tried and it didn't work, I know I tried. So I just want to say that to you. At the close of Domestic Violence Month, next week is at the end of the month. But I just say domestic violence occurs every day of the week. And it occurs, if you're in church, there are people who are being abused in church as well. Love them enough to help them. Love them enough to not be silent, to say something to someone. And if in churches, if you don't have a way to dealing with it, connect with some kind of agency that can come in, because I have a friend who teaches clergy how to deal with it. Beauty for Ashes Ministry. She teaches clergy how to deal with domestic violence in the congregation. So if you don't understand and know how to do it yourself, there are people out there who do. So I just want to say, love makes the difference. All you need is that. Love.
Wow, that is so great. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Vicki L. Evans, for coming on today and talking to us about love and how we should be loving the right way. I had Dr. Yolanda Jerry come on this week, and she talked about some signs that we should look for. So if you missed that episode, she deep dived about being silent no more, her own personal story, and she shared some great words of wisdom as well. And one of the things that she said is develop a code word that only you and your family know. So that then if you say that code word, then the family, when they hear it, they know to call 911. You are in an emergency crisis situation. I thought that was such a profound point. So if you are close out there with someone, have a code word that they know it's time for me to get immediate help. I'm talking about like life or death is getting ready to happen here. And I thought that was a
better
great.
yet, call 911.
Yeah, you need to call
Yeah.
911
If you
yourself.
don't have a code word, if you hear it, you're next door, call 911. That's a good code word, 911.
Right, but sometimes the people are right there harming you. And so if they say, well, go ahead and answer, because you know you got to answer the phone, because then they're gonna think something wrong if you don't answer. Well, when you do answer, you need to possibly finagle that code word into the conversation.
Sometimes you don't get the opportunity to answer 911. You don't, because in those situations, you don't know. That man is in complete control. I'm not saying don't have the code word. That's good. That's a good one. But I'm just saying, in the midst of it all, when you're right in the midst of it, your best bet is to call 911. I don't know. A few years ago, I did a pizza party, and there was an incident where a young girl, she called 911 because her abuser was right there and pretended she was ordering a pizza. And the 911 operator caught on. He caught on that she was being abused and sent the police out there. Sometimes you got to even come up with creative ways to alert people that, oh, I'm being abused. That was fantastic. I like to order a pizza. What? This is 911. And he finally caught on. Are you being abused? Yes, I am. I like anchovies on it. And she found a way. That was a code word, code to talk to him, to let him know she was being abused. And it worked.
That is awesome. That is awesome advice, Vicki. Thank you so much. Listen, I mean, the whole reason for me having these type of guests here on the Kim Jacobs Show is to help your life be better. And so I'm excited that you're sharing these tips today. Contact the National Domestic Violence Hotline as well if you have some time to prepare and get a plan together and things of that nature. 1-800-799-7233. They'll be able to give you advice as well.
And don't forget about my virtual auditions tonight. Go on my website, VickiLEvans.com. I'm doing a play in March called The Gift at the Blumenthal Performing Arts Center at the Booth Playhouse. So tonight we're doing auditions for that. It's on my website, how to sign up for the audition. You got to sign up now. You got to sign up for the auditions. So go on my website, Vicki, which is my name, VickiLEvans.com, on the gift page, and then you will find out. I hope to see you tonight, 5 o'clock.
Yes, y'all, make sure you go ahead and sign up so that you can be in the house this evening. And so it's VickiLEvans.com, VickiLEvans.com. Tonight our auditions 5 to 8 p.m. and Saturday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. If you go to VickiLEvans.com, you can sign up. You want to be there because this performance is going to be at the Blumenthal Theater. So it ain't going to be no joke, y'all. Y'all get ready to go into the big stage, okay? All right. Thank you so much, Vicki. And we're going to connect next with Tracy, our reset coach expert. How are you today, Tracy? I know you're muted over there.
I was on mute. I was just enjoying. I'm great because I was just enjoying the other two ladies here.
It's so fun, isn't it?
And the love expert.
Yes, yes. Listen, before you even talk right now, we're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break. And listen, if you all in the studio audience have any questions for our experts here today, make sure you take a moment to ask your questions so we can get them answered while we have these experts here on the show. So right now, we're going to learn more about the attorney Everidge with Hunter Everidge Law Firm. They focus heavily on disability, especially if you're dealing with like a disability claim, or if you're dealing with like SSI supplemental, or you've been rejected for a disability claim. Give them a call because they can help get some things reversed for you. So give them a call at 704-377-9157. If you're dealing with any type of workers' compensation situation or anything like that, just give them a call and everyone. Let them know that the Kim Jacobs Show sent you their way. So let's learn more about Attorney Everidge from Hunter Everidge Law Firm now.
I'm Attorney Charles Everidge. I started out representing insurance companies until my father was seriously injured at work. 4 of his fingers were amputated. Our family went through a lot, so I know what you're going through as an injured worker. If you've been hurt on the job, call me now. I'll fight to get the workers' comp benefits you may deserve. I'll fight for you like family. Put my experience to work for you. Call 704-457-5000, the first call for injured workers.
All right, everyone, and we are back with Tracy, our reset coach. Tracy, talk to us about what you have for us today.
Yes, well, I'm going to kind of extend love and gratitude, but I want to talk about it from a physical perspective. So I want everybody to think about taking care of their bodies. And what I mean by that is be grateful for what God has given us. If you really stop to think about this temple that we have and how intricate of a system that God has made for us, it is absolutely amazing. And it's a wonder to be honest with you. So if you think about how all of our organs and everything all works together, the blood pumping through our body and all the organs kind of working together, if you really took the time to be grateful for what we have, then you wouldn't squander what God has given us. So I want you to think about just showing gratitude for every breath when you wake up in the morning and you're still breathing, when you wake up and you have the movement of your limbs, the mobility, when you have sanity and you have the ability to think, when you have strength to just even walk your flight of stairs, when your heart is beating and you can feel your heart beating. I want you to think about that so that you can take that gratitude and not squander what God has given us. And I'm saying the word squander. Most people think about squander in terms of money, but squander really talks about wasting. And we don't want to waste what God has given us. So we want to make sure that we are taking every thought that we think is about being grateful about what we're given, and then extending that gratitude off, one to ourselves and then to other people. So you want to do that first. Don't squander your thoughts first, because that's where it all starts. And then I want to say, don't squander your breath on things that don't fit your purpose and what you're here to do in life. I want to say, don't squander your breath.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to hear you on this thing too. Go ahead. This is some good stuff though. I'm like, I got the volume going in both areas. So I'm like, I'm listening now. Go ahead. Don't squander your breath. Don't squander what God gave us in our temples. And Cassandra's typing it backstage too. This is some good stuff, y'all. Share it with everyone. Don't let it get missed. This is too good. What's happening on this show? Go ahead.
Okay. And then I also want to say, don't squander your mobility. Don't squander it to work on things that are foolish, that are not in alignment with what God's will is for your life. So, and the reason why I'm saying this is I want you to be grateful for everything that you have, to be able to put that gratitude back on yourself and love yourself so that you can take care of your body, so that you can do all of the things that you are meant to do in this lifetime. So once we start showing ourselves gratitude and we think about how intricate this body is, and then we're grateful for every little thing that it can do for us, then we recognize that, okay, I need to love myself first so that I can put that love and that gratitude forth to everybody else and everything else that I'm called to do. So there's some simple things that you can do to protect your body, to show it gratitude, to give it the love that it needs. And we all know these things, but we don't really think about them on a regular basis. We take them for granted, which is why I started with the gratitude, because if you think about all of the things that I mentioned, if you think about the gratitude first, then you'll take the steps to take care of yourself. So what are those steps? The first step is eating well, right? Good nutrition. We need to put that good nutrition in our body, because this system that God has made for us, when you put the good food in, it works for you, and it works for you in a different way. It fights disease. It moves better. It gives you more energy. So your blood circulates better, right? So when you feed it good food, the body works better for you. So that's the first thing that you want to do. The second thing is keeping yourself hydrated. Hydration is super important as well to keep the blood flowing through your body, also to continue to build up that immunity that you're also getting from food, but now also getting from water. You want to make sure that you're giving your body the hydration. So these things, they sound simple again, right? They're very simple when you think about them, but we take those things for granted. So I want
Right.
you to think about that. So then the next thing is exercise, getting some type of movement. And I always say, you don't have to spend these long hours in the gym. You don't have to run marathons. You want to get your body moving. If it is taking a walk every day, just get some movement. Again, building your immunity. All right. And we, in this time, if we aren't thinking about anything else in this time over the course of the last 2 years, we need to be thinking about building our immunity with what's happening in this world.
Yes, yes.
So you want to make sure that you are also moving your body to continue to build that immunity. Okay. And then the other thing is that I'm going to mention to you, which is very simple. There's two things. Sleep is one of those things. You want to make sure that you are getting sleep, because sleep allows your body to replenish and restore. It is restoration for your body. And I know most people say, I'm going to work until I'm dead. I had mentioned this before on a show before. I'm going to work until I'm dead. No, you don't. You want to work until you're dead, but not work all your hours until you're dead. Okay. You
Right.
need that rest and
I
that
agree with
replenishment
you.
so that your heart can pump better, so that your organs can work better, so that they can all work together to continue to have your body mobile, to keep you breathing, to keep you sane and thinking, to keep that heart beating as you need it to keep that blood flowing through your body. But the last point that I wanted to mention here is your mindset. Without keeping a positive mindset, expressing that gratitude, as we mentioned, and keeping a positive mindset, as you heard the sunshine expert talking about, expressing that love that Miss Vicky, the love expert, talked about. Once you put all of those into your mindset and you allow that to filter through, everything else becomes simple. It really does start with your mindset. I mentioned this last, but this is really the first thing that you need to do. Change your mindset, express that gratitude, express that love for yourself, and then start to implement the other steps that are going to allow you to simply take care of your body so that you can do all the things that you are called to do. We are meant for so much greater when you really think about it. God has a will over all of our lives. We are meant for greatness. We are meant to serve. So you can only do that well when you serve yourself, so that you can serve others in the manner that you're supposed to.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. The reset coach. Listen, y'all, if y'all don't watch the Kim Jacobs show on no other day, you should be watching it on Fridays for sure, because these phenomenal experts are pouring out of their souls to help bring balance to your life. Maybe miss that one little missing piece of the puzzle that might be missing in your life. You can get that piece right here on Freestyle Fridays on the Kim Jacobs show. Thank you so much, Tracy Randolph, our reset coach. The reset coach, come back, y'all, any Fridays that you want. You're always a breath of fresh air and a blessing to the studio audience. I'll go over to the comments and see if you have any questions or comments. Tracy R at theresetglobal.com, TRACIE at theresetglobal.com for the podcast listeners. You can also go to work with theresetcoach.com and learn more about Tracy right there. I am so excited about everything that you shared. Thank you. Anybody on the panel have any questions, comments, thoughts before I continue on? All right. Okay. So listen, we have one more commercial break right now that I would like to just introduce you to another one of our episode sponsors, which is none other than Silver Shield Security. Silver Shield Security has literally, I believe, state-of-the-art equipment, great customer service, and they give you the opportunity to really be able to protect your home in a safe manner. I've had different clients that have become clients of theirs that are businesses that heard about it right here on the Kim Jacobs show, and they are ecstatic about the service that they're getting from Silver Shield Security. It's a minority-owned business owner, female, Black-owned business owner, and I do want you all to know that as you prepare to make your decisions about Silver Shield Security. Please let them know that the Kim Jacobs show sent you their way. 704-440-4688. And their site is silvershield-security.com. And they are eager to serve you and your family. So let's learn more about them now, right after this break, if I don't see our other expert back there, I'm just going to tell you a couple of final things, and then we're going to be closing out today's episode.
It's not just another day. It's a brand new day, full of all the fun, love, and laughter you and your family create. Silver Shield Security understands feeling at home means feeling safe and happy. No credit checks, no contracts. We offer payment arrangements, and we'll even give you a free door camera. Find out how we can brighten your day even more at silvershield-security.com. Silver Shield Security.
All right, everyone, and we are back here on the Kim Jacobs Show. Let me do this too and let you know that if you have not ordered your treats for the holidays coming up for Thanksgiving, you definitely want to reach out to Ruby G Buttercream. I'm going to put this image here because she sent me this and I thought it was so, I can't wait. I'm personally going to, this is Women Who Lead. They were on yesterday. Women Who Lead and that triumph, that are trailblazers. If you missed that episode, definitely check that out as well. But I'm going to put this up now. Thanksgiving sale is what Ruby G Buttercream has. Screenshot this, guys. I'm going to give you a minute for us to all get off the screen for a second with us being in the background so y'all can screenshot it. Give me a second. Okay, so Ruby G Buttercream Thanksgiving sale. Y'all, I've ordered their desserts before, and these desserts are amazing. They're in the Winston-Salem, Greensboro, North Carolina area. But let me take you just to their website. I'll put the website in the comments section for you to be able to go back and look at after today's broadcast. But let me see. Let's see. There's some good stuff they have. Everything that I've gotten from them over the holidays last year, I wanted it all. I was trying to share it with some people, but then I was like, oh, these are good. They had chocolate bombs and you name it. But Ruby G Buttercream Sensations, the one thing that I got last year was this 7-Up pound cake. It's so good. It is so good. They have sweet potato pound cakes. They're going to have like pumpkin cream cheese pound cake. Y'all know there's some good stuff right here. They have the apple and the peach cobblers, and they're one of today's episode sponsors, but I would not even have them be an episode sponsor if the stuff was not really tasty for real. I'd be like, no, you can keep that dry stuff. This right here, there's some good stuff. So take a look at their website and put your order in by November 1st and let them know that the Kim Jacobs Show sent you their way. All right, so that's rubygbuttercream.com, and cream is spelled CREME for all of the audio podcast listeners. rubygbuttercream.com. All right. Woo, so we've had an action-packed hour already, didn't we? Anybody have any comments?
I enjoyed everything today. It was so awesome. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Athena. Thank you, Kim, for being a gracious host. I enjoyed everything. So, I'm ready for the weekend now.
That's Andrea says that I need sleep now after listening to the reset coach. Like, look, reset coach, I need to get some sleep. Athena said, reset coach, great words of encouragement to honor our temples that God has blessed everyone with. Who else said a comment over here? I don't want to leave any of our studio audience comments out. I see you all posting, and I see all of the hugs and kisses and everything, and people being tagged. So thank you. All of the tips that have been shared today were typed. Thank you so much, Cassandra backstage, for typing all of those comments. And they are all posted. I'm saying like some great tips. They're all listed here, everything that was shared. So yes, be grateful is what Sabrina said. And good morning, Dr. Yolanda Jerry from the Dr. Yolanda Jerry Show said, yes, good morning to each of you. You have to check her show out on Thursdays at 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. She's talking with guests that have triumphed over something and they're still living to share their story. And she too is a domestic violence advocate. So keep that in mind. Somebody had a question. I'm so glad I went back and saw this. Yeah. What are some ways to de-escalate a man that is in that mode? That's probably for you, Vicky.
Yes, it probably is for me. How to
De-escalate. How do you
de-escalate
pipe them
a
down?
man who's in that mode is very, very difficult to do because he is in that mode. You're absolutely, and like I said, what people don't realize, it is a measure of I'm in control. Everything about me is about me being in control. So the best thing that I could tell you is get to safety. Don't focus on him. Get to safety and get to safety quickly. Okay. Another thing I want to mention to you about that is that devise a plan. It may not happen that incident, but devise a plan to leave. Devise a plan. Call an agency. I was listening to someone the other day. I think it was on your show, and how that lady devised the plan.
Yeah.
She got her apartment. She did all of those things. And then when she was ready, she moved out. So that's exactly how you do it. That was a good show. That's how you do it. You devise a plan. Now, if you are in the heat of it, you just need to get out. Get out. Get out. But don't worry about him, because that's a whole different ball game. He needs some help. He needs to get some batterer prevention program that will help him. And there are programs.
That's right. Really good advice. Good advice. I hope that answers your question. And that was a great answer, Vicki. And also want to let you all know that next week we have Carlos Gladden from 360 Business Development Summit Group that's going to be right here on the Kim Jacobs Show. You want to hear his story. He has a wonderful story to tell about things that he's overcome to become the business owner that he is today, and how he's connecting other businesses around the world. Also, we're going to have one of my friends from back in Newport News, Virginia. She's going to be on our Breast Cancer Awareness Day on Wednesday of next week. And you don't want to miss her story. Along with, on the same episode, we're going to have from the Black Breast Cancer. It's like they do a whole thing about touch and how important it is to touch our breasts and to be able to educate ourselves. She's going to be joining us, Ricky, on the same platform that Kishla will be on. And I am so excited to have them on next week. And I hope that you all will be in your virtual seats at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday of next week. People often want to know, how can you support the Kim Jacobs Show? This original programming can only happen through the support of community members like yourselves. It's just like PBS and any other kind of programming that's out there. It's been scrolling at the bottom of the screen, the entire broadcast. You can do it through PayPal, through Cash App, at $ Kim Jacobs Inc., Venmo at the Kim Jacobs Show. But we need your online support as online financial contributors to keep this program airing Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. each day. Now, whether you watch the program at 11 o'clock or not, doesn't even matter. The point is, you bring it at some point into your household to be able to expose it to other people in a 24-hour period. So please make sure you pour into the show as well. And with it being, I think it's like National Talk Show Day, make sure that you know as well that if you'd like to start your own talk show, I will close out today's episode by running a commercial that we have. We have a masterclass that gives you the opportunity to, and we only have literally very limited seats at this point for this upcoming masterclass if you want to graduate in January. So we have a few limited seats left. You can go to kimjacobsconsulting.com, reserve your spot, and you can have your own talk show. You don't have to just wait for everybody else's talk shows to come on. You can share your personal gift with the world. And you can also have a platform for other people to share their stories. And all of us have a story to tell. It's important that you go to kimjacobsconsulting.com. All right. So Carrie Ann did get on and she said, thank you so much. She said she was having some connection issues, so she wasn't able to join in today. And we could see her popping on backstage 5 or 6 times. So no worries, Carrie Ann. Carrie Ann is actually our expert that talks about overcoming single parent obstacles. I'm sure she'll be back next week. And she also talks about helping adolescents speak out. So let's see, somebody final comment here. He's already in that state of mind, Andrea says, I think
Save yourself.
she's actually answering someone else's question. She says, save yourself.
Safety.
To the other studio audience member that asked the question, Indira is saying, save yourself. He's already in his state of mind, save yourself. And again, there are men that experience domestic violence as well. So if it's you that's being abused as a man, save yourself. Nobody should experience domestic violence, okay? All right. I think that's it for today's episode, everyone. Thank you, wonderful panel. Thank you, studio audience members. Thank you, Cassandra, backstage. Have a wonderful weekend and watch this commercial. Go to KimJacobsConsulting.com if you want to have your own talk show. That's how we're going to end today's show. And if y'all stay backstage, I'll see you. If not, carry on with your wonderful day. Here's the commercial. Have a great day. I'll see you Monday at 11. Hey everyone, I'm Kim Jacobs. I'm the host of The Kim Jacobs Show, and I would like to extend an opportunity for all of you that are authors, business owners, motivational speakers, or just passionate people that want to share your gift with the world. I offer a masterclass that consists of 6 weeks of training that teaches you how to start your own show from scratch. It's a very intense training for you to walk away with a show that can really change your life and the lives of your viewers. So listen, I have 13 years of experience in the industry. I've been featured on PBS, on NBC, and also on networks that's been over 200 countries viewing those shows. So I know what I'm talking about when it comes to starting your own talk show. I've also traveled the country with Les Brown as international motivational speaker, teaching people how to share your story so that you can earn income. So you don't want to miss this opportunity to go ahead and reserve your seat as one of the slots that's left in this masterclass. Kim Jacobs